the reason why I'm talking to you about this right now is because when you look at the popular vote and you look at the results of the election, it's easy to become enraged and it's easy to become illogical and it's easy to lose your logical train of thought. And the truth is that the reasons why that this country is broke because of Ronald Reagan is such a multifaceted ninja star of a fucking problem. Um, so we're gonna reel it back in. I keep bringing this thing up to where Reagan shuts down the mental institutions to help pay for part of the Cold War, and when he does that, he cuts all these people that probably shouldn't be on the street out on the streets. And so now you created this huge need for disability so these people could pay rent. You created a need for food stamps so these people could eat. Not that they weren't receiving these things when they were in the mental institution, but it's a lot different housing a person in a jail type dorm as opposed to paying for their rent in an apartment and their utilities and giving them food stamps. Um, so what happened is when he cut that off, he created a bunch of money for guess who? General Electric, General Mills, General Motors, because these people got to be bussed around. They're going to need bus systems to cart all the mental health people to all of their mental health appointments and stuff like this. You know what I mean? The amount of money to be spent created by the fear of the Republicans is crazy. Another reason why this country is broke is because of a thing that Reagan started called the drug war. That's right, the drug war is where we became obsessed with making money over being in other people's business. And it gave us a license to perform military actions in all kinds of countries and not talk about it because it's not really a military action, it's just a drug war related police action. A lot like the police action that was Vietnam, that once again finances what? Oh, well, they're going to need food and they're going to need electricity and they're going to need vehicles to carry out all of these crazy war related agendas. And this shit sells oil. Bottom line, that's what it does. It all sells oil. And so for anybody who has blood pumping in their veins and a brain to think with, to think that the reason why this country is broke is because of the poor people, and in thinking like that, go back on the preamble of the Constitution as far as giving a fuck about the general welfare, to go back on that. Well, my friend, since that's the obvious tactic here, it's really hard for a person as an American with a spine not to stand up and say, hey, wait a minute, what about that fucking thing called the Declaration of Independence where people get the fuck out of our face? Where that when the government goes against the general welfare, you know what? We're like the Wu-Tang Clan choking at a rap battle right now. That's what America is. They're fucking choking right now because nobody wants to step up and be a real patriot and uphold the real Constitution and really look out for your brothers and sisters and countrymen. Because for anyone to take responsibility for their own actions, especially